And at home in India, heavy rains have disrupted train services in the states of Telangana, with tracks washed away on the Sikandra-Vijayawada route. Andhra Pradesh is also battling severe waterlogging, particularly in Vijayawada and Guntur. And in Gujarat, cyclone Asna has moved westwards, offering relief after recent heavy rains. The central government has deployed NDRF teams to Telangana and set up inter-ministerial central team for Gujarat's flood damage assessment.
The southern Indian state of Telangana has been hit by heavy rains for 2 days. Heavy rains led to disruption of train services in the state. Movement of passenger trains came to a grinding halt on the Sikandrabad-Vijayawada route as railway tracks washed away due to heavy rains at different places in the district. The state government established a special control room in the secretariat to monitor and manage the flood situation. In neighbouring Andhra Pradesh, heavy rain slashed several parts of the state, including Vijayawada and Guntur cities, on Sunday, throwing life out of gear and causing waterlogging in many areas. Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu visited the flood-affected areas in Vijayawada to assess the damage, bringing a sense of relief to the residents of the Indian state of Gujarat, which recently endured heavy rainfall over the past 4 days. The Met Office reported that Cyclone Asna, which was previously looming over northeast Arabian Sea, has moved westwards and is now 310 kilometers west of Nalia in Gujarat.
There are two prime systems. One is the cyclonic storm over the northwest Arabian Sea, and it is very likely to weakening within the today evening as a deep depression, and also during the tomorrow morning it is likely to weakening further into a depression.
India's Ministry of Home Affairs has constituted an inter-ministerial central team to assess damages caused by rainfall and floods in Gujarat. IMCT will shortly visit the flood-affected districts of the state. Meanwhile, the monsoon's extended stretch continues in northeastern state of Assam, bringing with it persistent waterlogging issues. On Sunday, familiar scenes unfolded in Guwahati as heavy overnight rainfall left several roads inundated. Chandmari, Rajgarh, Zoo Road, Rukminigao and Beltola in Guwahati, among others, the frequent hotspots experienced severe waterlogging, grinding traffic to a halt and leaving commuters stranded. With bureau inputs, Rabindra Chauhan's report for DD India.
Let's get you more on this. DD India's Suprasanti has joined us live from Hyderabad. Good evening, Suprasanti. Now, first of all, could you elaborate on the kind of challenges which have emerged due to the bad weather in both Telangana and Andhra Pradesh and the steps taken to tackle them?
Yes, Gautam, the situation is really bad in Telangana, which has been experiencing continuous rains for the last 2 days due to depression in the Bay of Bengal. The situation is really grim in some districts like Khammam, where more than 100 villages were cut off from other areas, and people were seen here reaching their rooftops to save themselves from the flood water. A helicopter is also being procured to save them in this district. But compared to yesterday there was extreme heavy to very heavy rain in several parts of the state. But today there is a bit relief. There was only a heavy rain in several parts, but there was no extreme heavy rain. But still, the government machinery has been put on high alert, and Chief Minister Revanth Reddy has asked CS Shanti Kumari to take all measures to ensure that there is no loss of lives and also there is no damage to the property. But today we have seen some places, especially there is no connectivity between the Telugu states because flood water has reached on the National Highway 65. That is the road which connects Vijayawada and Hyderabad. So several people, passengers, were stranded on either side of either side of the places, and they were stranded in their vehicles. The situation is grim in other places like Suryapet and Mahbubabad also, where a large number of villages were affected.
Okay.
And the district ministers were asked to go to the field level and they were to monitor the situation. The leaves were cancelled to all the senior officials and they were at the ground level to see that nothing, no untoward incident happens. So far, there's one person died and 2-3 people who were feared washed away in the overflowing rivers and streams. And the government has issued flood risk warning to 19 districts where there has been continuous rains. And the Met Department has forecast heavy rain tomorrow also. So because of this, the educational institutions were given holiday tomorrow, and the public were asked not to venture out and to remain indoors. In Hyderabad, the Municipal Commissioner Amrapali has been monitoring the situation, and she asked the officials to see that there is no waterlogging points. Because of this, several low-lying areas are under threat.
I hope the situation remains under control and improves gradually as well. Thank you so much for joining us with those updates, Suprasadi.